Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room today. Today I am looking at some Marvel Comics X-Force. And I remember when these came out, I think, let me look at the year here. I think I was pretty much on my way out of comics. X-Men Uncanny had really been letting me down for like a while there, and I was just like, man, I can't bring myself to buy these. And I was phasing out books, period, for a long time there. But I do remember this coming out, and I had seen Michael Allred's work on Madman, and I saw this and I absolutely loved it. I was just like, man, this is amazing. I absolutely love this work. But what happened was X-Force was trucking along there. Cable was in charge. You had all your regular team, and the book wasn't apparently selling that well. And you just went in one day and it looked completely different, which I'm assuming is why they used Michael Allred, because there was no mistaking that something drastically had happened to your X-Force comic. And what had happened is this other superhero team, which has nothing to do with the original X-Force team, just took over the name because the original name hadn't been copyrighted, and they just stole the name and therefore stole the property and stole the book, which was, I thought, very hilarious. And what you wind up with is a weird superhero team that is, well, they're hired, they're celebrity hounds, they are like a reality TV show of superheroes. Just really, really weird. And of course, you know, I think we get a brief appearance from Cable and a couple members of the original X-Force who want to know why the heck they lost the name of their team and their comic title and all the stuff. And suddenly you have this completely new team with completely new look, completely new everything. And it's brilliant. It's brilliantly done, the whole takeover. However, don't get attached to this team because they ain't gonna last long. That is one thing Exiles or X-Force, the team, wanted you to know right away is these people are not safe. This team is not going to stick around for the ages or anything like that. And I think at the end of the very first appearance of all of them, I think one or two maybe survive. They just get killed on a mission with the TV cameras rolling and everything. They just get killed. It is the celebrity sort of reality TV version of the superhero genre, and they die horrifically, which is, that's something. So it looks like these two, I'm trying to remember the names of everybody. It's kind of a blur to me, but your entire team is dead basically by the end of it, except for her and him, and I'm trying to remember the names of everybody, but it's kind of hard. So your X-Force is taken over. It doesn't really explain a whole lot of what's going on, and then it just rolls with that. You just keep going with the next issue, and you meet new heroes, and your heroes will stick around for a while, and then they'll die and they'll get replaced. And this particular hero, this is Mr. Sensitive. He is ultra sensitive to everything, like physically, and so it makes him, I don't know sure how that's a power exactly, but it's definitely a handicap for a lot of him. And I think this is, I can't remember her name. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I keep forgetting it. And yeah, so they're immediately getting new members, and of course they die. Vivisector, I remember that name. And I can't remember Joe Fat. I can't remember how long a lot of these characters last. Saint Anna, I don't remember her, so she must not have lasted very long. One of my favorite characters that I remember was Venus de Milo, who doesn't have any actual arms, and then just kind of like ghost arms. And I also liked how this old man who's missing the arm, He really looks like one of the G-Men from Hell because his eyes are all red. I don't know if any of you remember G-Man from Hell, but it was a great story that took place in Madman Comics. And also, if you've never seen it or heard of it, go look up the movie. There is a film called G-Men from Hell featuring Michael Allred's creation of these two FBI agents that come back from hell to avenge their own deaths. It's very, very cool movie. Also very low budget, very odd, but it does have Gary Busey in it. And, you know, if that doesn't sell you, I don't know what will. Guess we'll have to see how long these guys survive. Also, I don't think it was X-Force very long. I want to say it was like maybe 10 issues at most before it became its own title known as Ecstatics. And after, you know, Ecstatics, I want to say before it became Ecstatics, they had a whole bunch more people die. I've never seen this movie. I don't know if I ever want to, but the fact that it exists is interesting. And Brendan Fraser, Bridget Fonda, Chris Kattan, that is intriguing. That is very intriguing. If Monkey Bone is any good, let me know. It doesn't look good to me, but you know what? If you tell me, I might listen. I know Osmosis Jones isn't any good, so don't try and tell me that's a working film. Yeah, you gotta love Michael Allred's work. It really, really, to me, the art style is so much what comics were originally supposed to be. Cartoony, brightly colored, beautifully done. You know, in the most comic booky type comic book way. That's what it looks like, and that's what it's supposed to. And so I appreciate that. Ew. That's kind of gross. Ew, even grosser. It's Ultimates. Ultimate X-Men's was such crap. Oh, I hated it. I was not a fan. I heard Ultimate Spider-Man was pretty good, but I read like some issues of Ultimate X-Men. I really didn't like it. I thought it was just blah. You know, I just realized something I've noticed. I do like this Alien Gonzalez spoof cover going on. Is that Allred doesn't usually do gigantic spread pages, like giant single images. He usually breaks them up into smaller, more scrambled stuff. It never gets too big and too, you know, you don't get a single page. As soon as I say it, there it is, a big single page. But there's a lot on the page. You don't ever get a single page, single character, big spread page, almost ever from the guy. Which is not bad. I just do like the mix up of panel shapes every now and then. He doesn't really go for that. He seems to keep pretty strictly square boxes now that I'm looking at it. And I remember Professor Xavier had some limited interaction with these characters, but not a lot. Because they were all such celebrity hounds and so seeking of public attention. So much drama, subjectable to blackmail and all sorts of problems because of all their personal issues. It is what it is. It was an odd book. It was a very I think it was a sign of the times, just how the take on superheroes was going to change, and seems like it kind of has changed for that. So that is what it is. I don't really know what more to say about them. I love the art. I've really enjoyed the series, but it's kind of where it's at. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of X-Force. I always try and figure out what I think about some of these things. Sometimes I need somebody's help knowing how I feel about things. And as much as I love the art and the story at the time, did it age well? That's what I'm not sure. Like, it made sense at the time, but did this still age well? So anyway, that's my story. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys later.